Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. After a nearly 8-year pause, Arizona has completed its second execution in less than a month. Frank Jarvis Atwood was sentenced to death in 1987 for the kidnapping and murder of Tucson's Vicki Lynn Hoskinson. He was pronounced dead a little after 10 this morning. We have team coverage of the execution. News 4 Tucson's Chorus Nylander begins with us, as well as Lupita Murillo. We will join her in just a moment. Both are in Florence. Chorus has a breakdown of today's events. Chorus.
Sean, today the closing chapter of a nearly 4-decade legal process. Today, Vicki Lynn Hoskinson's family finally receiving justice after all of these years. Tonight will be the first sunset without Frank Atwood on this earth since the kidnapping and murder of Vicki Lynn Hoskinson in 1984, a day her family has long been waiting for.
Vicki, I want you to be free, little one. Rest easy, our precious little girl.
By 10:16 this morning, Atwood was dead, executed by lethal injection. A sentence that took nearly 38 years to carry out.
There have been repeated claims of innocence despite overwhelming evidence of guilt. The procedural history in this case has been described by one court as regrettably long.
Atwood maintaining his innocence all the way to the grave. No apology given to Vicki's family.
She was blessed with family and friends in her life. In her death, she did the same. You didn't have to personally know her to know Vicki, to love her.
Second execution in Arizona in less than a month. They are the first executions to be carried out in the state since 2014. Our own Lupita Murillo was selected by the state to be a witness for Atwood's execution today. I want to bring her in right now. Tell us what you witnessed there today.
Well, of course, I can tell you that I have witnessed several executions, and this one by far was the most peaceful and the most calm ones I've seen. Frank Atwood was in a wheelchair with a bad back, so he was given a special pillow to accommodate his condition. A Greek Orthodox priest was with him throughout the execution process. After Atwood was strapped down, the priest placed a religious vestment over his head, along with a medallion that he kept rubbing on his forehead. Atwood looked over at his wife 3 times during the setup process. The deputy director read the prisoner's last words at a news conference.
Thank you, precious Father, for coming today and shepherding me into the faith. I want to thank my beautiful wife who has loved me with everything she has. I want to thank my friends and legal team, and most of all, Jesus Christ, through this unfair judicial process that led to my salvation. I pray the Lord will have mercy on all of us, and that the Lord will have mercy on me.
Department of Corrections gave us this handout, and it says that back in May, Atwood refused to have a last meal, saying he was fasting. But last night, he changed his mind. So his last meal consisted of salami, mustard, peanut butter, jelly, wheat bread, 1 snack bag of tortilla chips, 1 drink of water, and a juice packet. Reporting live from Florence, Lupita Murillo, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Lupita. Today's execution was a long time coming. Vicki Lynn Hoskinson's family had vowed to get justice for their daughter. News 4 Tucson Shelley Jackson has a timeline of the events.
37 years, 7 months, and 22 days have passed since 8-year-old Vicki Lynn Hoskinson vanished in the fall of 1984. On September 17th, the day Vicki disappeared, she had asked her mom if she could ride her bike to a mailbox 2 blocks from her home to mail a birthday card to her aunt. She never returned. Vicki stopped to visit a friend who lived in this neighborhood. Her bicycle was found in the middle of the street. September 18th, a PE teacher at Homer Davis Elementary, where Vicki was in the 3rd grade, told authorities he saw a dark colored Datsun near the school the day Vicki disappeared. Then, on September 20th, authorities in Kerrville, Texas, found the car and arrested Frank Jarvis Atwood for kidnapping. Vicki's remains were found in the desert 7 months later. It's taken nearly 4 decades to get to this point. Vicki Lynn's mother says the family asked for the death penalty because they never want to see Atwood leave prison. From Midtown, Shelley Jackson, News 4 Tucson.